It's said that a criminal once found himself trapped on the 20th floor of a hotel, but before the authorities could catch him, he managed to escape using a homemade parachute. To find out whether such a daring escape is actually possible, the Mythbusters team decided to build their own life-saving parachute. First, they had to identify the material with the highest air resistance available in a typical hotel room. After several comparison tests, they found that blackout curtains provided the most drag, but due to their heavy weight, the team ultimately decided to use a lighter option, the shower curtain. Grant calculated that the parachute needed to have a minimum diameter of 5.3 meters and chose a classic dome-shaped design for maximum stability. Next, they cut the shower curtains into the correct size and shape, piecing everything together with tape. To make the structure more reliable, they reinforced it using curtain rods and tied off all the suspension cords securely. Once the super parachute was complete, it was time for the ultimate test. Could it safely bring a person, or at least a dummy, down from a high-rise? They strapped the dummy to the parachute and lifted it 30 stories into the air using a crane. But when the dummy was released, the parachute didn't deploy right away. In fact, it stayed closed until just 2 seconds before impact, when it finally inflated and slowed the fall. The result? The dummy touched down with only 4 Gs of impact, well within the human survivable range. In other words, the person using this parachute would have walked away without a scratch. Looks like a homemade parachute can save your life if it's built right.